The Netherlands have just one thing on their minds, and that is to ensure that that coveted place in the knockout stages is theirs after 90 minutes. They have the luxury of knowing it is in their own hands. 3 points would be plenty to see them through. However, anything less than that, and it could become precarious. The look on the faces of the players, nothing but utterly focused. They know what they have to do. A big performance now will count. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue. Quite a sight to behold. And so we stand for the anthems. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. Well, it really is a terrific sight here, and it goes to underline just how far this game could go towards shaping the fortunes of the team.
Well, Peter, there's good pressure and bad, but this leans very much to the former, and a big chance to take everything on a level. These players have to embrace and tackle the task ahead with the courage and confidence they've grown for a time like this. I expect them to swim and not sink, and they won't need a rubber ring here either.
So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this? Shapes to shoot! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Berghaus. Berghaus! Tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's on Nautovic. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Out to the left it goes. Berghaus delivers.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And here's Arnautovic. And he has been fouled there. Very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Still goalless at the moment. The Netherlands need a win here to make it through. And they've been caught out here. Hits one! He's got away with one there. Forward it goes. What a ball, this chance! Why not? There's the end of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Reflections on the first half?
The Netherlands will probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. So deadlock still as the second half begins. Has a hit! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Hoists it forward. Van Dijk. Berghaus. And it's Memphis Depay. Keeper's ball. Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. And it's played forward. Wijnaldum, he's picked him out. Oh, shooting chance! And he's found the net!
The Netherlands are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
Great run on the overlap here. There's the delivery.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Battles to win it back. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Finishing line very much in sight now. The Netherlands have their place in the knockout stage all but secure. Well weighted.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Crunching tackle. Oh, it's Memphis Depay. Over to the left. Memphis Depay. Now, and the shot! And that's been levered clear. Has a pop! a chance! Danger averted for now. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. The Netherlands have booked their berth in the knockout stage. What a prospect for them. A job really well done so far. Back to winning ways. 2 wins out of 3. It is a very decent return. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, not as smooth as they would have preferred, but they're through, and that's the bit that matters most.
So welcome one and all to our live coverage of the ongoing group stage here, the tournament making steady progress towards its knockout phase. We'll be ready to go once the final checks are carried out. We have a hugely expectant crowd here. We just hope that the game lives up to the atmosphere. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. We stand for the national anthem of Poland. Although it's got the juices flowing, and now this. To what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the 2 wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker, not least because he can finish equally.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. the keeper's in command. Pavard. And it's Griezmann. Griezmann was pulsing down that left-hand side. Hoists it forward. Griezmann. Oh, great! He's had a go! And he's there to clear it. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. And they've been caught out here. There's a long ball. Room for a shot. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! France! And France are in front. Simplicity itself.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
France draw first blood here.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Piontek.
Piontek really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Griezmann goes for goal! He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, that always looked the likely outcome.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
France get themselves a two-goal cushion.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Just starting to get the first signs of rain here. Chance to break. Played out to the right. Timely intervention. And there's the end of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they had their opponents reeling in that half, Peter, and the break may influence a change somehow, but don't hold me to it.
France ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we're underway again. Plays it out to the wing. And here's Lewandowski. Out to the left it goes. In with a header! They've done it! The second half sparks straight into life. Oh, the cross was inch perfect and the header unerring.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Poland get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Back into the middle.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Forward it goes. Zielinski has created one goal already. He spotted the... It's Lewandowski! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Over to the left. Griezmann! Griezmann! And that would have been game, set and match.
Griezmann really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle. Are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Now can he finish? Good. Hits one! And somehow he managed to miss it. The changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. France needs a... And the finish! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Solid, if not especially fancy, always in control. They did enough to win it. A 3rd straight win, mighty impressive, top of the group, and the team to beat. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, qualification may have been confirmed with a game to spare, but they were determined to end on a high, almost as if they're sending a message to say, we're not backing off on this, we won it.
Ukraine are a team on the cusp, on the verge of progressing to the knockout stages. All they need here is a point. They would certainly consider to be well within them. Their supporters certainly believe that. They're out in great force. And are they to get their wish? Well, one suspects strongly that they will. Optimism pervades the place. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. And so we stand for the anthems. They have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. Already looking forward to life at the business end of this competition. This a job that just needs finishing off.
Well, Peter, this is nothing to do with good fortune now. This team is here on merit, and if they can sustain their level of performance, it's hard to see anything other than the right conclusion to this group stage. However, and I have to address the other potential outcome and remind everyone that concentration has to be their best player for the duration, or else.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And it's played forward. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
Coming on the right now. What's on? Zinchenko did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gets away from his opponents. Got a sight of goal here. And he's there to cut it out. Duda. Gets it back. He's there to receive it. Keeper sends it forward. Chance to break. Battles to win it back. Forward it goes. Tries the cross. He's had a shot! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Still, rather frustratingly, it is 0-0. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. There's a long ball. Here it comes. There's the whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Ukraine have it back and they can go again. And the finish! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Just brushed off the ball there. Tries to get it forward quickly. Caught offside that time. He's got away. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He's made sure that that won't get through. Skriniar hoists it forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And the break is on. Cuts it out.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Could try cutting inside here. Shapes to shoot! He's looking to get there first. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Played into the middle.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Kuchka. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He's had a shot! And the whistle goes, so nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. Well, they could only manage a draw, but that will do. They have made it to the next stage. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, not as smooth as they would have preferred, but they're through, and that's the bit that matters most.
Belgium emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world, and boy does it add to the occasion. And so, the national anthems. Well, that was impressive. Match that. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, his physical characteristics are very impressive. They're always likely to attract the most attention, of course, but for me, it's not just that he's big and he's quick, it's his willingness to go direct with the ball at his feet, to take his man on, be brave and just head for goal. That's what makes him quite lethal.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. So off we go then. Witzel goes up and over. Lukaku hits one! Big moment! Massive goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Belgium have an early lead. Good start. And it's played forward. Forward it goes. And here's Lukaku. And they've been caught out here. Not offside that time. Gets it upfield. Right through the middle. Gets away from his opponents. Carrasco. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. It's gone out for a throw-in. And here's Lukaku. Now, oh, shooting chance! Back of the net! And they're at it again in double quick time. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, he just calmly faced the keeper and waited. It became a who blinks first situation. And for me, there was never any doubt as to who was going to come out on top.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
And here's Lukaku. Carrasco. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, they've got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that.
He's looked long this time. Carrasco needed to come up with a better ball.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Witzel does well there, alert. And here's Lukaku. Timely intervention. Keeper sends it forward. Carrasco. Beautifully done. De Bruyne. Aimed into massive leap! And there's the end of the first half. Belgium produced a terrific spell at the end there, culminating in a chance that their fans could not believe did not go in. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Belgium go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. There's the start of the second half. De Bruyne tries to stroke it through. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
And the finish! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Hoists it forward. It's a brilliant interception. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Carrasco. Carrasco.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frighten the people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Meunier. Now it's Lukaku. Lukaku plays it out to the flank. Oh, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. De Bruyne. Shoots! And more! And the lead is extended still further. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Romania are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. It's going to be a double change then. Belgium take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Tries to get it forward quickly. The message is clear, none shall pass. Wood. Meunier. And here's Lukaku. Played towards the front men. And it's De Bruyne. And he's managed to get himself offside. Keeper's got good distance on that.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And here's Lukaku. Now it's Carrasco. He's got... tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Oh, real chance! Away from immediate danger. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. So 4 points from 9, it leaves them right on the cusp and sweating on the group equation. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, it has to go down as a very disappointing campaign by not having a chance to qualify in their final group game. At least they go out on a positive, and they did restore some pride and dignity.
Turkey emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that, of course, is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, so let us hope that the trend continues here and now. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. And so we stand for the anthems. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route, so all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
So that's got things underway. Looks to dink one in. Back into the middle. Turns and goes back. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Driven straight at the wall. That's great strength on the ball. Yokushlu. Well, that's where he wants it. Over to the left. Oh, he's found it. He's gone for it!
Well, I think when you're in that situation, all you can do is tip your hat to the keeper, because that was fantastic.
Yazigi. Oh, nice touch. Has a hit! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Chip through. Massive leap! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Yazigi. It's found its way to him. Quick run, going for goal! The captain scores!
Well, this skipper probably feels the obligation more than most to deliver goals at important times. Going into the interval is always a key period, and his opener could prove to be a critical development now. Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Turkey take the lead.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Plays it out to the flank. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Clears it out of harm's way. And the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front end for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Turkey head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. Again, a solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Yokushlu. Çalhanoğlu tries to get it forward quickly, and it's Çalhanoğlu. Yazici. Çalhanoğlu, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. Receives it, and the shot! Forward it goes. Now a chance to break. Played out to the right. Çalhanoğlu. Out to the right. Yazici. Here it is now, surely! Oh, shooting chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Has a pop! And again the keeper stands strong. Tries to locate someone up front. A real chance to break. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So here comes the substitution.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
Yokushlu is onto it and can take it up. And it's hoisted clear. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Gets good distance on it. Gets it upfield. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's away. He tries a shot! In it goes! And this is getting better and better. Terrific audacity, just gorgeous skill.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Yeah, looks very much like the final nail in the coffin for me, I have to say.
Yazici. Çalhanoğlu. It's a loose ball. Çalhanoğlu. And he scores! Oh, that's not going to count. And we go again.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. So that's it. It is all over. Turkey did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. Back to winning ways. 2 wins out of 3. It is a very decent return. More reflections then, Jim?
Turkey will walk away happy from this with such a show of defensive solidity and maturity that's hard to upset.
Portugal have just one thing on their minds, and that is to ensure that that coveted place in the knockout stages is theirs after 90 minutes. They have the luxury of knowing it is in their own hands. 3 points would be plenty to see them through. However, anything less than that, and it could become precarious. The look on the faces of the players, nothing but utterly focused. They know what they have to do. A big performance now will count. This must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. And so, the national anthems. Well, that was impressive. Match that. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, if they can't find the motivation required for this, they might as well pack it in, Peter. This is the type of defining game that can propel the status of the whole club into the kind of territory where it needs to take its game. While individual careers may be helped with good performances, this has to be about the collective. If that remains strong, everything else should fall nicely into place.
Got things underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Pepe may well need to be at his best. There's a power about his game, thanks to very decent pace for a big man.
Real chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Forward it goes. Schick. And the shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Right through the middle. He's gone for it! Goal! Portugal! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Tries to get it forward quickly. A real chance to break. Hoists it forward. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
The Czech Republic seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Ronaldo gets it back. Bruno Fernandes drives it forward. Shapes to shoot! They scored! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Oh, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established. Good ball.
Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's played forward. Well, that's where he wants it. Just brushed off the ball there. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any views on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first... Another show of strength.
Portugal ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Just 45 minutes from now, we will know who goes through from this group. Plays it over to the other flank. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes brings it forward. Pedro Neto. Christian, and the shot! Bruno Fernandes standing over it. He just whacks it away. Schick pushes to get on the end of it. Goes for goal! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
There's going to be another change here. Bruno Fernandes. Portugal need a win here to make it through. Has a hit! A great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And it's Cancelo. Goes for goal! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
The changes then in quick succession. Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Pedro Neto. Tries to stroke it through. Has he found his man? Cuts it out. And they win it back again. Knocked down by a lack of accuracy. Gets it upfield. Bernardo Silva. 4 added minutes on the board. Not offside that time. Now surely. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Oh, just see the thrill amongst the players. They have made it into the knockout stage. Successive wins then to blot out that opening day defeat. And 6 points ought to be plenty. Well, how will we look back on that?
It's certainly doing it the hard way, Peter, but the most important thing is that the team got the job done. Getting through is all that mattered, and whatever tests came their way, they showed they were more than capable of dealing with it, an experience that can benefit them all in the longer term.